wonderful day. So once again, requesting everyone to please take their seats. We'd also like to humbly request you to please put your cell phones on the silent mode for the duration of this conference. Thank you. Good afternoon and namaste, ladies and gentlemen. My name is Pooja Yadav and I will be your host for today. At the outset, a big welcome to this wonderful day. And we have a wonderful lineup for you. And I say the word wonderful again and again, and there's a meaning to that. We'll get to that in just a few minutes from now. But once again, a big thank you. It's a big moment for us. It's an iconic day for us. So thank you for gracing us with your presence. Now, before we begin this day, allow me to tell you a little about our company, Transient Holdings. We entered the Indian market in the year 2016 with our first brand, itel. And it is wonderful, again, to say that we saw a massive adoption in a very short span of time. So that feels wonderful, again, for us. Now, this is probably because across the globe, we have a passion. We are dedicated to providing our consumers with the best with the most favored mobile communication products and mobile internet services. The story is no different in India. So once again, we are set to start a brand new journey with our new portfolio of smartphones, which we will unveil to you in just a little bit from now. So welcome once again to this momentous occasion. And now, ladies and gentlemen, without further ado, it is my privilege to welcome to the stage Mr. Marco Ma, Managing Director, Transient India. Welcome, sir. We look forward to hearing from you.
Thank you. So, thank you all the friends and guests, and give me this opportunity to have a nice day and a wonderful day. So, thank you again. And this is my part for the group company introduction, and I hope I can give us some good information and which is useful. So we're from Transient, and we are, we are 12 years old company, and Transient India, we set up almost more than 2 years earlier. It is 2016. And we are very proud today because for itel Day, itel is our eldest brand in India, which has almost 2 years. And today we are here because we are launching the new portfolio of our entry to mid-level smartphone. So let me give you some introduction of the latest of this company. Thank you. Okay, so our mission is to become the consumer's most favored and beloved brand in the mobile communication devices and also the mobile internet service. And we are not the new guy, because we already operation for more than 12 years. When we set up, we are most operation in Africa. And right now, people talking Transsion, they say we are the Africa king. Because 2 years earlier, we already get the market share of over 35%, which including the feature phone and also the smartphone both. So for Transsion India, we are also now the number 2 brand in India for the overall market, mobile phone. And also, Q4 last year, the third-party consultant company say we have around 10% of the overall market share. And in this 10% market share, I think itel contribution almost more than 9. So who are we? So first, we are big group. We have more than 10,000 colleagues all around the world. And many people belong to R&D, research and development. Right now, we set up 3 R&D centers, which is located in Shanghai, in Shenzhen, in China, and also we have the design company in France. So many good idea and good concept are from them. So this also gives us a good, foundation to provide the latest technology and also with the good quality. Also, as a mobile phone company, we are the big supplier globally. Right now, due to the report, by the volume, we are almost top 3 in the world. So it also depending on the supply chain capability. So currently we have 4 manufacturing centers. And just end of last year, we set up our manufacturing in Noida, in India, because we are embracing making India strategy. And why we are here? Because we have the big vision. Because we are the mobile phone supplier who want to support the emerging market people for better life and a better mobile experience. So we are here because our vision in India, also we want to be long time staying here, and also we want to long time with you and with India consumers. Among the major players in India mobile phone industry, we are the first one and maybe the only one to do the multiple brand strategy. So besides itel, and also last year we launched Techno, Infinix, also Spice. Each brand has different, we call the value proposition, and for different people, audience. And also we have our accessories for mobile phone. So this is our value, because for the consumer, they belong to different group. They have different requirement. Some of them, they need the very premium phone and also the fashion ID. But most of them, I think right now, currently in India, they want a very good feature phone, with good feature and stable quality, and also as a very, we call the budget-friendly cost. So that's why we are here. So this page shows itel. Just give you a very brief information of itel, our value. Our slogan is right to progress. This is what we learned just from 2 years earlier. Because today almost reached our 2-year anniversary for itel birthday. So later maybe also we will have a very good celebration for the itel, because who already be the top 2 brand in India. And now we have pan-India presence. but how to say? We achieved this very fast, but it's a long way for us to go. Because for smartphone side, we should still thinking more deep and also more provide a more good product for the consumers. And later I also will introduce the itel journey, because we are very proud today also many our colleagues who from day one we together set up itel here. We are very proud to say we started 2 years back, but only after half a year we achieved the pan-India presence, and at that time we already be number 2 in the India market, mobile phone market. And our business is stable together with the fast growing with the Indian mobile phone industry. So you can see we are continuously be top 2 almost the last entire year. And right now, because of the smartphone is a very big change. So we are also accelerate our smartphone portfolio. Yeah, so this is why. And also for the last year, we almost achieved more than 200% growth. Y-on-Y means year-on-year growth, and which gave us a good position now in India with the best population, reputation, and also the presence. And how to say itel? Also, we get some very good award for the emerging smartphone brand Asia Pacific region. This is something we get for the itel side. This is the milestone for itel. Just to give us a very, how to say, brief on the way forward. So I just summarize. First, itel now is the 2 years, and from Q3 2016, we already achieved more than 10% of the market share. And you can see the consecutive seasons, quarters, we keep this position. Even we know last year the market dynamic is changing very fast. But with the hard working, with our very unique, we call the value proposition, and our unique strategy, we keep our position in India as a, we call mass brand. And now we want to do some change. We want to not only play the volume game, we are here also want to provide the best, we call the entry-level smartphone for the semi-urban and the rural consumers especially. So this is why we are here. Also, just introduce other brand in our family. Techno, maybe just 1 month earlier, we saw the TVC of Techno Camon I launch. And our DNA for our family, for Transsion Group smartphone is the camera, because we're thinking camera is the very important feature right now, instead of the communication. And the Techno is an offline brand which look for the premium segment, which can give our consumer the enhanced experience in the camera, in the, we call it the daily use, and which has the good ID and the good CPU as well. Also, Spice. This is the new Spice. This Spice, we just have the JV with Spice Group from last June, and the Spice we launched from last July. And also Spice is different, is a unique, because it has a very good ID for the youth who want very good social life, and also we call it the internet serving. So itel has some different aspect. Infinix is an online brand right now, and which just launched from last August. And it gives us, the consumer, some very good, unique, we call the big battery, big LCD, and also the big memory camera experience. This is our accessory brand called Arimo. Arimo also now is pan-India presence. We have almost more than 10,000 outlets which our consumer can find this product. We have the complete portfolio for the mobile phone mobile phone accessories, which including the charger, cable, and also some very smart accessory like Bluetooth earphone, and also the mobile wearable things like watch. So car care is our supporting system as the after service system, because you have so many brand, you have so many category of the product. Our consumer more need also is the service and also the good we call commitment. So here itel, we are the first one. We announced 100 days replacement, and also we are the first one to 100% commitment for our promise. So this is not only because our product, but also because our service network. Currently, our car care is the pan-India presence, which has almost 950 ASP. And also, last year we set up our COCO in Noida. And the second COCO now we will launch next month in Mumbai. And this year we plan maybe more than 10 COCO for better user experience and service. And the car care also is not only in India, but also globally present. Right now in car care, we are almost more than near 2,000 sites, right? Mostly is in Africa. So the final page, because I want to just later let Mr. Arijit more detail in the itel product and also our strategy. So this is the conclusion. It's a miracle journey up to now, and thank you all for the supporting and understanding. And maybe one secret of why Chuanxun can be here and we can take the number 2, because maybe not only we call it the investment, but also our people. But the most important thing as the fundamental is our understanding of the market and the consumers. So our slogan from the group aspect is be global but think locally. So with the full understanding of our India market and our consumers' need, we are more focused on the smartphone innovation. Because smartphone, every people maybe already use more than 5 years, 6 years. But also we know smartphone changes even quarterly. So how to be competitive and also how to be the trustable smartphone brand is not the easy thing. Because in this world, nothing is forever, right? So only the change is forever. So we should understand currently the dynamic and the consumer need for the India smartphone market and also the need from the consumers. So later, maybe we will focus on the first is the camera experience. We are not only say, oh, this is 5 mega or this is 20 mega, but we should put many resources to make sure our camera experience is very good, especially for selfie, especially for the low light and also in night camera. First is camera. Second, as we say, faster than fast. Not only CPU, but your memory should also support your system. So for the memory, for this year, I'm very happy to say, itel smartphone, we almost enhanced our memory capability. The third, now the trend is for the compact and also the wonderful, we call the infinity screen, we call the full display. So today is a very unique day because we are launching our first portfolio of our full display, which has many models, and the first batch is 3 models. Next is we call it the selfie camera not only take the photo, but also it's very good to show your own, we call it your image and your feeling. So selfie in any time, at any site is our promise. So here we also think we should not only focus on the rear camera, how to make our front camera to support the wide angle and also especially the good selfie effort. Now we are talking AI, right? So later we also will provide many good how to selfie experience. And the final, we call the real-time face-to-face calling. We call the video calling. Also, this is our understanding of the market. Earlier, maybe due to the network or the bandwidth issue, to make the video call is not so easy. But we try our best to give our consumer the best experience on the video calling. Okay, so this is my part. So thank you again. Thank you.
Thank you so much, sir. Thank you so much, Mr. Ma, for giving us an insight into the world of Transient Holdings and, of course, the vision that we have for India. And hopefully, of course, in due course of time, from Kings of Africa, we'll be Kings of India. So, ladies and gentlemen, now to tell you more about the wonderful products that we're all set to unveil exclusively here for you in just a little while from now, and also to tell us about the campaign, it's my privilege to welcome to the stage Mr. Arajit Talapatra, Senior Vice President, National Head, Sales, Distribution and Retail. Welcome, sir. Welcome, sir. We look forward to hearing from you.
Good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen. It is actually wonderful to have you all here. And thank you so much that you all have been a part of our success journey in India for the last 2 years. itel, we started in April 2016. It has been a historic journey till now. So I will take you through the journey, what we have achieved till 2017, what are we doing in 2018, and what is our plans. So welcome to all of you again. The itel journey so far. 2016, we started our journey Q2. In the very second month of operations, we were among the top 6 brands pan-India. Q3 2016, we launched in 8 markets. And in these 8 markets, we were the top brand in terms of the volume shares. Q4 2016, we reached the number 2 spot. See the speed at which we were moving. Q1 2017, we reached the number 2. We were in the number 2 spot and we were at 7.2% market share. Q4 2017, we were 9% share and we were a clear number 2. So how did this happen? Mr. Makoma already told that we call ourselves a global company. What is global? We are there in many countries across the world, but when we come to any country, we see the local needs. What is the aspiration of a consumer? What is that a consumer looks for? Based on that, we design our products. So because of this journey was so quick and we were able to be successful. What is our key strength? What did we achieve? We achieved more than 3 crore customers. 3 crore customers is what we achieved. How could we achieve 3 crore customers? We have more than 1,200 partners, 1,200 distributors. We are into direct distribution. We have 1,200 plus distributors across the country. We have more than 1 lakh retailers, more than 950 service centers. In India, if you want to do the entire country, then with direct distribution, you need to have the reach. You have to reach the last mile. With our entire distribution setup and the service setup, it was possible. Innovation is something which is very, very important in the technology segment. What did we achieve? Industry first by itel. Selfie camera in feature phone. It never happened earlier. Mr. Ma said right to progress. In right to progress, we say right to progress is for every Indian. Whether he buys a 600 rupees phone or a upper segment phone. So selfie in a feature phone was first, nobody achieved it. 100-day replacement. It is maybe common nowadays, but when we launched, nobody could actually think about it. 100 days was something which was first from itel. Then King Voice. In a feature phone, having King Voice was something which was unique. And it was used widely across the country. These are some things which was first by itel in India. What is the itel brand philosophy? itel brand philosophy is, itel aims to democratizing technology to the masses. What does mass want? Indian mass wants value for money product. If you see the value segment, India actually is a country which respects value segment like anything. So what are our 4 pillars in the value segment? It is simplicity, connectedness, reliability, and felicitation. These 4 pillars are very, very important, which help us move forward in itel. What does a consumer want? A consumer wants features, basic features first, which are very, very important in the phone. So what is the consumer need today? A consumer need is a bigger display, a better battery, a faster processor, higher memory, best in quality camera. All these things at an affordable price. But is the customer content with the basic features? The basic features are something which is a must-have in the camera. And after these basic features, the consumer wants additional features because he wants more. Today, consumer is not a guy who is content with less. He wants a lot of things because for us today, it's a mobile phone which is a part of our life. We spend maximum time with our phones. So for that, a consumer today requires a face scanner. He desires that my phone should have a fingerprint sensor. It has a face scanner, latest operating system, then easy to use, one key for all, innovative camera, both side flash, after sale service, and it has different safety modes. So these are all the additional things that the consumer wants. But does he want to pay additional for this? He wants that most of the things he should get, but he should get it at a very affordable price and he should get value for money. That is very, very important in today's segment. So what is we need to understand who is our customer. Indian consumers are a lot to do with EQ. And shopping is something which when they do, they need to be, it is very, very closely associated. If they do something, if they buy something, and if they think that they are not satisfied with it, so somehow internally they are not happy. So that is very, very important for a consumer. So what are the different kinds of consumers that you have? You have a consumer who is a high bargainer, value for money lover, latest technology lover, power seekers, experience lover. Full benefits and experience. Because you are into an electronic segment, into a technology segment where experience is extremely, extremely critical. What does full mean to the audience? We go to eat out. Once we get out after eating, we say, actually I get a lot of satisfaction after having it here. we get a lot of experience at a right price. But a lot of things are expected. It's not a few things which are expected from a consumer does not expect. He requires value for money, which is very, very important for the consumer. Full is a part of our culture. We like buffet foods. We like full value. So full is very, very important. Satisfaction, full is very, very important. Paisa vasool. We buy something if there's a sale. We go out and eat. We say, paisa vasool hua. We actually enjoyed it, which is so important. So the paisa vasool, the experience, the full thing, that with less money, can we get more? That is something we always are carving for, which is so important for us. So what is itel's core focus? Delightful consumer experience. What we say, fuller experience at the most affordable price. Will it full battery, full processor, full display, full experience? These are all the things wherein full is very important. He should get maximum mileage from what he has. Brand ambition, fuller experience, that always is our product philosophy. And value for money, that is consumer delight. So fuller experience plus value for money is what itel smartphone is going to deliver. So ladies and gentlemen, it gives me immense pleasure to launch our campaign theme, Full Hai Wonderful. So full is very, very important, and Full Hai Wonderful is our campaign for itel smartphones in 2018. We are very, very close to our consumers. So we have the entire family, because in festivals, Indians celebrate a lot of festivals, and in festivals, it's the family get together. If the entire family does not fit into in the phone frame, then it does not give us a full feeling, it does not give us a wonderful feeling. So since we are very close to the masses, we have our posters which are specially designed for consumers for North, consumers for South, consumers for West, and consumers for East. Then we have a 360-degree marketing campaign, wherein at the point of sale, we will do a lot of activities in retail. We will be there in the digital platform. We will be there in a lot of PR activities starting from today. Lot of activations with our distributors, our partners, our retailers. Lot of activation activities we will do. And we also are starting with a TV campaign, a 4-week TV campaign, starting maybe first week of April. And then we also have campaigns in cinemas in South. We will be there in print media. So we will be doing a complete 360-degree campaign with our new smartphone. What we had done in 2017 was mostly with feature phones. But in 2018, our strategy has changed. We have shifted our complete focus on smartphone. Though we will remain with our supremacy in volume and with feature phones, but we will also do, and we will also be one of the top brands in the smartphone segment. So itel presents portfolio full screen A44, A44 Pro and S42. So I will take you through all these three smartphones. All the smartphones are full screen smartphone. Full screen, bigger experience, 18:9 ratio, full screen display, full lamination technology, ultra thin bezel design. So all our smartphones will be full display. S42, we will have multi-function ultra-fast fingerprint sensor. It will unlock in 0.1 second, which is best in the industry, which is very, very good. And it has also multitasking. Take a photo, accept call, call recording, stop alarm, fast access to different applications. So, multifunctional ultra-fast fingerprint sensor. Then S42, for the first time, we have the Qualcomm Snapdragon processor in it, because speed is very important, the processor is very, very important. So this is the first time we are coming up with Qualcomm Snapdragon processor. Powerful processor, better performance. 3 GB RAM for better multitasking. Better picture clarity. Like Mr. Makoma said, that it is not what is the pixel it, but how is the performance of the picture, that is also extremely critical. So we have a 13 megapixel rear and front camera. We have 4x zoom, 5p lens and 2.0 aperture. So it is not only the pixelates of the phone, 13 megapixel, but the entire support system, that is very, very important to have a unique and a great experience from the picture. Clear selfie in even low light. Selfie is a part of life. We take multiple selfies in the entire day. And now, for taking selfie, it should not be that it is low light or it is selfie in any light actually. So what do we have? We have soft selfie flash, which is very, very important. Wide selfie, 120-degree wide. Face beauty mode, bouquet mode, dual soft selfie flash. Personalized face unlock. This is also one of the key features that we have in S42, the personalized face unlock, which is also a unique feature. So what are the specifications that we have for S42? Full HD, 5.65 full screen display, 13 megapixel selfie camera with dual soft flash, 13 megapixel rear with dual flash, Qualcomm 425 processor, face unlock, 0.1 second ultra fast fingerprint sensor, 3000 mAh battery, Android Oreo 8.0, which is the latest Android version, 3000 mAh battery, and we also have 16 GB ROM in this. Then we have A44 Pro and A44 full screen multi-feature fingerprint smartphones. This has a unique feature, which is the bike mode, because it is clear that safety is very, very important. So when you start your drive, then you can immediately put the phone on bike mode and it will keep on sending you messages during the entire duration you're driving. So you will not be disturbed with calls. Enhanced camera experience. A44 Pro has a 8 megapixel camera, rear camera, 5 megapixel front camera. A44 has a 5 megapixel front and a 5 megapixel rear camera. How is it different? It has a bigger pixel, 1.4, and a 2.0 aperture, which is 4 times more light than a normal camera. So that is the unique feature that we have in A44 and A44 Pro. Dedicated memory slot with dual SIM. Nowadays, there are many phones which are hybrid. We are a phone which you have 2 dedicated SIM slot, and you also have a memory slot, so that there is no memory issue in your phone. You can have a separate memory slot, which is very, very important enough. So what are the key specifications? A44 is a 1 GB, 8 GB with a 5 megapixel camera, rear and front. A44 Pro 2 and 16 with a 5 megapixel front and 8 megapixel rear camera. Bike mode, multi-feature fingerprint sensor, 5.45 inch. Thank you so much.
Thank you so much, sir. That was a full look into our journey and, of course, our products. So we've been talking about the fuller experience again and again and again. Why? Because we as Indians, we have it in our DNA. When we talk about paisa vasool, I don't think we spend less anymore. It's just that how much ever we spend in terms of money, in terms of time, we want full value, we want the full experience. Yes? Am I right? Members of the media? I know I am. So let me give you a few examples. From our morning cup of chai, just picture it. Someone hands you half a cup of tea. Nahi chalega. We want that full cup of our morning chai. Or that meetha at night. At least for me, itne se nahi hoega. I want the full experience. Even cricket, which runs in our blood, more often than not, we are hoping for that last ball finish because we want the fuller experience. We want our paisa vasool. When I fill my car tank with fuel, full kar do bhai. That's just the way it is with us Indians. And for us as itel, we understand this. We understand this DNA of the Indian consumer, of you and me and all of us in this hall. To drive the point home, let me give you a few more examples, just in case I was not clear enough. Look at this. It's half a picture. But imagine the impact when it comes together for the fuller experience. Let's have another example. Oh, this is so beautiful. It's breathtaking. But it really, really is beautiful only when it's all put together. So that full paisa vasool experience, that feeling of awe and beauty. Our next picture. Oh my God, one of the most iconic cities in the world, but this does not capture the essence and beauty of this city. Only when you get the whole experience, that's when you understand the impact. And finally, ladies and gentlemen, I know you agree with me, this is the historic Amer Fort. Can you imagine just this or only that? Yes, it has to be the whole, the fuller experience. And that is what us at itel, we understand. We're here to give all our Indian consumers the fuller experience. We're here to present the power of full. Because we understand ki full hai wonderful. There it is, ladies and gentlemen. Full hi hai wonderful. Full hai wonderful. Experience the power of full. Welcome to the world of full. We at itel understand this, and we're all here to present to you our new range of smartphones based on the full philosophy. So we give you our brand new smartphone portfolio based on the full philosophy, because full hai wonderful. Ladies and gentlemen, full hair wonderful. It's time to experience the full view phones from itel. To do the honors, it's my privilege to welcome to the stage Mr. Markuma and Mr. Talapatra. Welcome, gentlemen. We will now give you our phones built on the full philosophy, our full view range. We have the S42, the A44 and the A44 Pro. This is the big moment. You have the full picture here for the full experience. Full hair wonderful, ladies and gentlemen. Let's have a round of applause for the full experience, courtesy itel. Full speed, full power, full performance, full experience. That is the S42, A44 and A44 Pro. Gentlemen, request you to remain on the stage for the Q&A. Could we have mics brought to the stage? Okay, so we will be passing around cordless mics. Just raise your hand. The mic will reach you. Introduce yourself and put forth your question.
Yeah, you did not mention the price for itel S42.
Price for itel S42 is, we discussed the MOP out here? Okay. So, final, what is the,
That's a question that gets right to the point.
8799.
Hi, Aditya this side. I wanted to ask, would the products be available both offline as well as online channels or a specific
So
channel?
the products will only be available offline.
Okay,
Because
only
itel is
offline.
Only completely offline.
So, no online,
No online.
even in the future?
Even in the future, yeah.
Okay, thanks.
Thank you.
I'm Nikhil. I wanted to ask, what's your product strategy going forward? Would it be like the refresh of the lineup every year, or would it be quarterly, monthly, 6 months? Because we saw the last S41 come like a long time ago. So how's the refresh cycle would be like?
See, for the entire year, we plan to launch 8 to 10 models, and we keep on refreshing the models. Maybe I also invite Prashant Gadiyar to come up for answering many other product questions. But 8 to 10 models is what we plan to launch in the entire year.
Okay, thank you.
Will there be any more questions? Yes, gentleman in the red.
Hi, this is Abhishek from Gadget Studios.
So depending on the kind of products which you have basically unveiled, one thing which I can see that the market is very crowded right now, especially the offline market, with the boardings, with the banners, wherever you go, you see a lot of marketing from other brands as well. In that particular crowd, in that particular area where there are a lot of people pushing their phones and whatever, how you guys are going to differentiate apart from the value for money perspective which you are providing with your smartphones. I think the 18:9 display is something which is one of the key factor right now, basis of which a consumer may select these ones because they are the most affordable one or something else. But there are more things which have to be there, right? So I would like to know about that.
See, as I told in my slide, we will do a 360-degree marketing campaign. So we are a value brand. So we first and foremost, we will be very, very close to the market. So we will do a lot of activities at the point of sale, which is retail. That may be shop front activities, activities in the retail in terms of soft element and hard elements. We will also connect with the distributors and retailers with retailer meets and distributor meets. We are doing a 4-week campaign starting first week of April on Full Have Wonderful. In South, cinemas are very famous. We will be there in cinemas. We will be there in the top newspapers with print. We are there in digital. We are there in PR. So we will do everything. We see, maybe there is a percentage of difference between different brands. But what we believe is, first, let us keep the product which is very, very good at a very affordable price, because Full Have Wonderful, value for money very important. And along with that, we will do the 360-degree marketing campaign.
So one thing which I suggest that, as you said that you are already going to market on the offline channel, on the point of sale, in-shop promoters and whatnot, why don't you also target the online portals as well? Because I see people purchasing even a 3,000 rupees phone from Amazon or even from Flipkart. So that market is still there. I know most of the feature phone people or those people who have a small price budget, they might be going to a shop. But right now, mobile phone is in the hand of every other Indian, I would say. And there are a lot more which are supposed to again get smartphone. So why don't you basically push these phones on the online channel as well? Because people are actually buying a phone which is up to like 5,000 rupees even from Flipkart and Amazon, as per the sales figures which they have.
Sure. See,
Okay, I give some my understanding. So first, thank you for your question. As we also introduced Infinix, right, which is now is 100% online brand from Changing Group, and for itel, because due to our understanding, now we know the e-commerce is more and more popular, and also especially for the smartphone side, the consumers, they are young and they are more internet focused, so they are searching internet and they know. They do the benchmark. They can compare. They can share their experience. So for itel, because our DNA is we call the offline, because still in our concept, we know offline channel right now in India is the dominant channel. We know even we get some return from the pricing or some other aspect from the e-commerce side, but we are stick to offline because we have behind us we have our consumer. We have our partners of the channel. We go forever with them, and also we both face the challenge, and we are thinking something very smart and different. This is the first aspect. Second aspect is for the budget phone. As you mentioned, we call it entry-level smartphone. Because in our mind, currently in India, still many consumers, they are expecting their first smartphone. And for them, maybe they go to the channel and by the trust, they also ask the same question to the retailer, also to the shop boy, and maybe 70% of them still make decision by the recommendation, also for their friend. So in this side, we're still thinking offline has the very good influential factors. If we can do something very smart, as I already say, we do some 360-degree marketing, and we go to the market very closely. We do very high EQ and also good supporting to our consumer, to our retailer, and also the distributor. We are more efficiently to support them, and which availability, also they can experience the full leading technologies by themselves. So this is our currently answer. Maybe late in the future, itel can also build our smartphone image, and maybe also we can list some information in the e-commerce side.
Thank you and all the best.
Thank you.
So with that, it's a wrap. Thank you so much, gentlemen. And of course, ladies and gentlemen, seeing is believing, but it's nothing compared to actually experiencing. So please come and enjoy the full experience with us, the fuller experience with us at our demo zones right at the back of the hall. And as soon as you exit the hall to the left, please, ladies and gentlemen, come enjoy the fuller experience with us at itel, because we all know full hair wonderful. And after that, of course, we have a wonderful lunch laid out for you. Please join us for that. Thank you so much once again for supporting itel in its journey in our endeavor to bring the best of phones and communication devices and mobile internet services to the Indian consumers at budget-friendly price points. Thank you so much and have a wonderful day.